Check, check, check.
So that notice you got, Will, was for Tuscaloosa County.
All these places. We have, and I don't think we have the Wyndham Springs camera, do we, Evan? I
We
think
do
it's down.
not.
We have a 2,000-foot tower up here, and unfortunately the camera is down. But again, this is what's coming up into northern Tuscaloosa County. So again, it's a tornado warning, and this is radar-based. It is not confirmed. We have not seen any damage so far, but understand it's been over a sparsely populated area. And so again, when we get our crew and Foster's up in a place, Evan,
They're right here. They're off of US 11. I'm trying to find the exact spot, and there's a ton of lightning. They're looking to the northwest, I believe, into the base of this cell, and it's just been kind of a nonstop lightning show. There was a really good cluster a little bit ago. Just reached out to them about potentially going to the Sipsey Valley High School, like you'd mentioned, to maybe get in a better position. But you can see the cloud-to-ground lightning, the cloud-to-cloud lightning bolts there. Certainly some other byproducts to this besides just the tornado threat, but the most immediate concern is the tornado threat.
all right, and again, that is a camera looking up into this, and again, we have to keep everybody in the field safe, and we'll certainly do that for our crew that's down in Foster's looking up into this. But again, inflow, tornado down in here, possibly. It's been cycling, and again, boy, it's tightened up again. That is a very good tornadic indication right now that is just north of the Sipsey River. This is in southern Pickens County, just northeast of Benevola, pretty close to baseball country right here. And that'll be crossing into Tuscaloosa County. And again, clearly, if you're in Romulus, anywhere near Sipsey Valley, you need to be sheltered. Sipsey Valley schools, US 82, Northport, Coker, Buell, Elrod, you got to be sheltered. And again, up Highway 43 up toward Tuscaloosa County High School, Huntington Place Elementary School, Northport Elementary, all the schools up here. If you're anywhere near County High, you've got to be sheltered. If you're farther up the road in Samantha near Northside High School, you've got to be sheltered. If you're in Wyndham Springs or close to Wyndham Springs up Highway 69, you've got to be sheltered. And again, the couplet continues to increase. Let's look at the correlation coefficient to see if we have any debris being lofted. And at this point, no, which is a good thing. But we'll be watching for a lowered CC here. We don't see that at the moment, but still, it takes a while for the debris to be lofted. It takes a little while for that to happen. So we'll go back to the reflectivity and look at the structure of the storm. Inflow notch, possible tornado here. Let's go to the velocity. And again, watch right here. You'll see that couplet. Again, just north of the Sipsey River. It's about 2 miles west of the Tuscaloosa County line. And this is where we encourage you not to go outside and try and shoot video of a tornado with a phone. We appreciate the effort. We're thankful that you want to do that, but that's dangerous if you don't know what you're doing and if you've not been trained in storm spotting. The folks we have in the field, they've been trained, they know how to stay safe, but we want you sheltered. That's the most important thing, is that you are sheltered. And again, we've got the tornado coming up on Highway 171 and US 43 near County High about 3:52. It is now 3:32. That's in about 20 minutes. And again, no driving on US 82 west of Northport. No driving on Highway 171 north of Northport. No driving on US 43 north of Northport. No driving on Alabama 69 north of Northport. We don't want anybody in a car during this. And again, this is one of our better tornado circulations that we have seen through the course of the day today. And again, this is a case where you just want to stay sheltered. So again, it's about to cross the line. And this is Birmingham, right? We're looking at
Yeah,
right.
that's a new scan. It looks a little better.
Yeah, we're getting a better slice in the lower levels now. And again, the couplet continues to tighten up. And it will be coming out here toward, probably passing a little north of Sipsey Valley High School, but it's close. Listen, if you're in this polygon, you got to be sheltered. It doesn't matter where you are in the polygon, and we'll give you an all clear as it passes. And again, you got Highway 82 right here, coming out of Northport. Coker, you've got Westwood Elementary School right here. This is Buell. This is Elrod. Ecola, which is north of US 82. Brownville, which is right off Highway 171. 171 runs from Northport to Fayette. US 43, you've got County High right here. Tuscaloosa County High School, Northport Elementary School. And again, this is moving in that direction. So, hey, this is serious business, all right? Serious business. I think you've been here long enough where you can read me and what I'm saying. And on a day like today with these atmospheric conditions, don't play around with this. You've got to be sheltered. I'm very serious about it. You need to be serious about it too. We don't want anybody being hurt today. We don't want any loss of life today. So if you go under a polygon today, you've got to be in a safe place. You've got to be sheltered. You cannot be in a car. You cannot be in a mobile home. So all the things we've prepared for the past week, really, we've been talking about this for 4 or 5 days. You've got to implement those plans today. And we're thankful at the moment. This is the only tornado warning in effect for the entire state. We have one tornado warning we're working here. And again, it's right here, and that's about to cross over into Tuscaloosa County. And I'm watching all the live streams I can see here. And boy, look at that. Wow. Let's look at the correlation coefficient real quick. We've got a new volume scan. Still, so far, no debris being lofted, which is good. But again, it takes a little while for that to happen. So at the moment, we have no confirmed tornado, but certainly within the radar beam, we've got some pretty violent circulation here that's at least off the ground. And again, Coker, Buell, Romulus, Elrod, shelter now. Now, don't wait on this. Don't go out there and look for it. You go to a safe place. That's what you've got to do. You've got to be sheltered for this. So watching the various channels here, and again, I'm afraid if it is down, we're going to start seeing some damage reports pretty quickly here. I don't at the moment, Evan, so far, which is good. I'm seeing a lot of sky shots of ominous clouds, but no damage at this point. Now, there could be. Oftentimes there's damage and we just don't know about it, and cell service can go down where you've got tornado damage and people can't get cell service to send photographs here.
It looks like one of our crews is going to be, if you're familiar with Dry Creek Road, and they're going to be looking, I think, right towards the center of this.
Is this Erin Wise?
Yes,
yeah.
Erin and crew. So
which one of these is she on?
She's on BAM 1, I believe.
Okay. So again, this is our crew that is coming up on that tornadic storm that is moving into western Tuscaloosa County. And they're going to come in from the south. That's the way you attack this thing. You come in from the south to the west. You want to be on the backside of the storm as it's moving away from you. That's the safe way to do that. You can't attack it from the north and east. It's coming right at you. And obviously, this is what it looks like down here in the deep south. This is why a lot of the storm chasers don't like it down here, because we have all the hills and the trees and you just can't see that much. That's a classic Alabama country road right there with a lot of trees, but we'll hopefully get them in a position to where they'll have a decent view into this. and we'll be able to see if anything is down. And even if it is down, it could be rain wrapped, even if they find a clearing here. So we'll keep an eagle eye on that camera. But we have very, very, very strong indication of a tornado here on the Pickens-Tuscaloosa County line. And this will be passing north of the city of Tuscaloosa. And again, we want to stress for the University of Alabama, you're not in the polygon here. Downtown Tuscaloosa and Point South, you're not in the polygon. The concern, it's north of the river. So again, Northport, Lake Tuscaloosa, up toward Samantha, over to Coker, Buell, Elrod, up toward Brownville, up Highway 171, Wyndham Springs, up Highway 69, which is right here. Everybody's got to be sheltered, and that couplet is basically sitting on the county line. I think we can give an all clear now for sure to Greene County. If you're in northern Greene, this northern Greene is right here, and the circulation is here. So northern Greene will give you an all clear. And Pickens, we can pretty much give you an all clear as the storm is coming into Tuscaloosa County. So again, Pickens and Greene, all clear. You're good. Now the concern, it's exclusively northern Tuscaloosa County. And again, we're getting very impressive gate-to-gate shear right off of this thing. And this is Birmingham, right? The Shelby County Airport radar. County line is right here. And again, that'll be crossing the county line soon. The community of Elrod is right here. This is US 82 here. Elrod is right here. Buell is right here. There's a good little ridge up in here. You can see that from Tuscaloosa. There's some pretty good little terrain out here, but again, that will not have any effect on this tornado. And with the dynamics we have into play today, this could be a long track tornado. That's the thing about it. These long track tornadoes can stay down for 1 or 2 hours. And they'll down for 30, 40, 50 miles or more. And that's the kind of day that this is going to be. And of course, the other consideration, if this stays on the ground, let's see, Evan, where does it go next? It's going to wind up moving into probably extreme northwest Jefferson or Walker County, which is right up in here. This is Jefferson and this is Walker. So again, heads up for those of you near the county line. As I just called out, Dora, Sipsey, Empire, Summerton, Bagley, Sayre, Birmingport, Pump Community Shelter, or a business that's open 24/7 that can provide shelter for you. And a lot of businesses are willing to do that. We're thankful for that. But this will be passing north of Birmingham. Downtown Birmingham is here. But the focus, of course, in the short term, it's right on northern Tuscaloosa County. Let's go back to Erin's live stream. I want to take that. She's on, I think, Blue Rim 9. Again, we're starting to see a little better view into this, where if we have a wall cloud or a tornado, we might be able to see it. Of course, the only problem, Evan, the cell service is a little flaky out there.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Well, let's stay with it for a minute. Let's just stay with it.
They are about 9 miles from the center gate-to-gate shear of this, according to our map. We've got them plotted here. They're just outside of Romulus, looking northwest.
Yeah, this is going to provide the best view of this thing that we can possibly get. And again, it's with the trees and the spotty cell data, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but we like for those live streams to be up. So again, we're going to watch that like a hawk. And Evan, if you see anything on that stream, let me know, and we'll go to a double box. We're not going to double box it right now, but we might do that in just a second. So let's go back to the radar. At 3:40, we're working a serious tornado warning situation for northern Tuscaloosa County. And again, this does not include the city of Tuscaloosa. And the polygon has been adjusted a little bit to the north, which is good. Downtown Northport City Cafe, is right here. Downtown Tuscaloosa here, and you can see the southern extent of that polygon is right around Tuscaloosa County High School, Huntington Place Elementary School. It sure looks like the greater concern here, it's going to be, again, up 171, up toward Brownville, up 43, probably north of County High, up toward maybe Samantha, Northside High School. But again, everybody around Lake Tuscaloosa, you need to be sheltered. If you are in Northport, especially north of US 82, you need to be sheltered. And obviously, nobody should be driving along Alabama Highway 171. Nobody should be driving along US Highway 43 or Alabama 69 north of Northport through northern Tuscaloosa County. You just got to be in a good, safe place. And that intense couplet is now exclusively in Tuscaloosa County. So again, Pickens County all clear, Greene County all clear. The problem now, it is exclusively for Tuscaloosa. And let's go to GWX and let's see if we can find a TDS, a tornado debris signature. Where John DeBlock, yeah, right here. So this is now debris that is being lofted by the tornado. And again, you see that lowered correlation coefficient. What the radar is telling us is that this is not a hydrometeor. It's not a raindrop. It's not a hailstone. It's not a snowflake or an ice pellet. This is something else. It could be limbs. It could be leaves. And again, that TDS, tornado debris signature, and again, now we have a confirmed tornado. You see the polygon going purple here that is right on US Highway 82, right at the county line. And this is east of Gordo. Again, it's passing a little north of the community of Elrod here, and it's going to pass north of Buell, and that's going to be moving north of US 82, coming out here toward Alabama Highway 171. So again, anybody out here toward Ecola, back over toward Brownville, you've got to be sheltered, and then we have a confirmed tornado. This is, again, this is serious business, and you've got to treat it that way. You've got to be sheltered. Don't go outside and look for it. Don't go outside with a phone and try and get video. We've got folks in the field that are trained on how to do that. But again, what seems to be a significant tornado is down now at the Tuscaloosa-Pickens County line on US Highway 82 that's moving to the northeast. And again, next up it'll be crossing Highway 171 between Northport and Brownville, and then crossing US Highway 43 after that. The arrival on Highway 171 is about 3:52. That's in about 8-9 minutes from now. Then it's going to cross Highway 43 in the vicinity of Samantha. And again, this is right around Northside High School, Walker Elementary School around 4 o'clock this afternoon. And again, that's in about 15 minutes. And then crossing Highway 69 up around Wyndham Springs about 4:09. These are approximate arrival times, but just stay sheltered. But again, for those of you that are in Pickens and Greene, the danger's over for you. The emphasis is solely now Tuscaloosa County, and again, we have the purple polygon here representing the fact that the tornado is down, Evan. So it's kind of more of a serious situation now with a confirmed tornado.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And, you know, we saw, I guess we got some video here they're going to show. What courthouse
That's
is
the
this?
Tuscaloosa County Court.
Okay.
Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. And again, that's looking back off to the west. You saw the Tuscaloosa City Water Tower there over toward the Tuscaloosa Country Club. And that's what it looked like from the courthouse. So thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, good stuff. We're still watching Aaron's live feed. It's frozen up right now, but they're headed right towards where, in fact, she just said there's a whole bunch of storm chasers there, so that's how you usually know you're in the right spot. But they are coming into, they're just outside of Romulus.
Let's take WEXO 5 real quick. This is coming close to Sipsey Valley High School. Dennis, this is, again, from right around Sipsey Valley High School and middle school. And obviously, we just can't see much because of all the trees there. I love that beautiful tree there, but again, it's just hard to see much of anything. But there could be, in fact, we know there's a tornado there now. So again, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, and our crew is, I mean, they're due south of this right now, James. There's the debris signature about 10 miles to the south. They're looking right up into it. We just unfortunately lost their feed, so as soon as we get that back, we'll try to get that to you. But again, this is a confirmed tornado, and so this, we've been saying this really all day, that we're concerned that as we get into the afternoon, we're going to have these potentially long track tornadoes. This started back at Kemper County, Mississippi, all right? And this is held together to this point because there's just been nothing to impede it, nothing to slow it down, no stable air for it to move into. So as we just talked about, here within the next 5-10 minutes, this will be crossing over Highway 171, somewhere near Brownville, eventually right over Samantha here on 43, and then this will head up towards Wyndham Springs on 69 in central northern Tuscaloosa. So this is moving pretty quickly, 50 to 55 miles an hour.
This is from the Tuscaloosa Toll Bridge looking back over toward Buell and Elrod. Now, that might be a rain shaft. It probably is, but there could be a rain-wrapped tornado in there. Just wanted to show that, Evan, and that we're starting to see a lot of images like that. And we know there's a tornado down right now because debris is being lofted, and it could be a rain-wrapped tornado there.
Yeah, absolutely. But that does definitely looks like a rain shaft, but certainly there could be a tornado within there. It has been confirmed by radar. We've seen on both the Columbus radar site and the Birmingham radar site that correlation coefficient, that drop, which is a debris signature. So this is once again coming up on Highway 171 as of now, and eventually this is going to be crossing over 43. This is to the north of Tuscaloosa. So for folks who have maybe students in Tuscaloosa, this is north. In fact, if you're down in Tuscaloosa, you'll probably see a lot of lightning. There might be even an overall lack of rain. You look at this here, and just to the south of this cell, there's not a whole lot happening. It's not even raining in Tuscaloosa. I'm looking at the Skycam there right now, but a very serious situation. Confirmed tornado on the ground. This is crossing over Highway 82 as we speak. In fact, it may have actually moved over Highway 82. This continues to race off to the north. You see where we have these cluster of lightning strikes here. There may well be some hail on the northern flank, and we've seen that pretty consistently, where you have the center circulation right here. The forward flank of the storm is usually, that's where your updrafts go, and then you get your hail core pushed out just to the north and east of center. So you've got hail that's headed at least in that general direction of Brownville. Have not seen any hail reports just yet, but that's going to take some time. And again, as this gets closer and closer to much more populous areas, as it is doing right now, we're likely to unfortunately get more of those reports if this is
Go back to WEXO 5. This is going to be from Coker looking to the north and west. Into that, looks like that's probably the wall cloud back in there. And again, most likely there could very well be a tornado down behind the tree line. This was taken about 4 or 5 minutes ago. So again, that is video from Coker in Tuscaloosa County looking back into that supercell where a tornado most likely is down. Got one shot. This was taken from downtown Tuscaloosa looking back into the same region. That looks more like a rain shaft there, but again, that might be a rain-wrapped tornado. But again, this is all west of Tuscaloosa. But let's go back to the radar. We want to point out the location here. And again, the couplet is not as intense as it was 5 minutes ago, but it could tighten right back up. And that circulation is located right in through here, north of US 82, north of Buell. And it will be crossing Highway 171 here in a matter of minutes. And from there, it's going to cross US 43. And again, nobody should be driving along US 82 west of Northport, Alabama 171 north of Northport, US 43 north of Northport, Alabama 69 north of Northport, as this could cycle right back up. The Weather Service is a report of it crossing Highway 82, a visual. But let's go back to our debris tracker, the correlation coefficient product. And again, let's back it up a little bit here. Let's go back a couple of volume scans if we can, Evan.
I'm going to switch back over to the Columbus had a much better view of it. There we go.
And again, you can see the TDS, which is right here, and the TDS is becoming displaced a little bit from the actual circulation, which sometimes happens. The debris can stay up while the tornado is cycling, and we have a situation where the tornado dissipates briefly and it starts to spin back up, where there's been an occlusion process. But again, clearly that's the concern over here in western Tuscaloosa County. So let's go back to the Birmingham velocity display. And again, that circulation is located north of US 82. And it's not as tight as it was. Not as tight as it was about 5 minutes ago. But this will be staying north of, again, get your bearings straight. Downtown Northport is right here. Downtown Tuscaloosa is right here. The Warrior River, of course, in between those two communities. US 82 McFarland Boulevard is right here. And again, the University of Alabama campus is here. This will not affect the University of Alabama in any way, shape, or form. This is going to be well to the north of there, so there's no need for anybody to shelter in downtown Tuscaloosa, University of Alabama campus, or point south. Downtown Northport, not affecting you. Now, some part of the city of Northport is in the polygon, the northern part of the city of Northport. And again, Lake Tuscaloosa, the northern part of Lake Tuscaloosa is in the polygon here. Most of the lake looks like it's going to stay north of you, but it's going to clip the northern part of the lake. Again, what you see right here, this is where it crosses US 43 and Highway 69. So if you're in Lake Tuscaloosa, up 4369, you need to be sheltered. And this is moving rapidly to the northeast. In fact, we can give an all clear now to the US 82 corridor. So if you need to drive from Northport to Gordo, you're good now. The circulation has moved north of US 82, so we can clear US 82. We still say no travel on Alabama 171, US 43, Alabama 69 until we give you the all clear there. And again, it is very quiet. John DeBlock says he has a report of damage. We don't have any specific information on that at this point. And I'm watching the social channels like a hawk here. And so far, I've not seen any reports of damage from this thing, which is good. But it could be down. Again, often what happens when you got a tornado down, cell service goes away and people can't send photographs and videos, and we don't get the reports until later. But coming through northern Greene and southern Pickens, I've seen no damage so far from that situation. And that's a good thing, Evan, a very good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to briefly pan this back here because there is a lot happening behind this, and we'll just take a second here. But confirmed tornado down. This is moving into Lauderdale, Mississippi, actually Jasper, Mississippi first, and eventually into Lauderdale, Mississippi, where Meridian's the biggest town of note there. And this will be coming right up I-20. I mean, right up I-20 in some of these same spots. Again, there's another tornado warning for Kemper County in Mississippi, and this is where the past one originated, the one that's currently moving through Tuscaloosa. So nothing super impressive there. Have not seen Birmingham talk about extending this. I just wanted to touch on that. Moving back here, our crew is just behind this. I think their feed's starting to come back, but they should be able, James, to give us some view if there was damage. They're coming right up towards, I think, 82 Elrod, at least according to their location on our map. And they're coming right up behind where this just moved on through. But you're seeing a really, really high return here on the winds right up towards Huntington Place. You can still have, if there's not a tornado, there's still a lot of wind energy with this, and you can get these really, really strong gusts, and that's certainly a possibility here as we look at this. This is from the Columbus site. I'm going to switch over to Birmingham because that's where it's getting closer. And for the time being, it looks like the circulation is relatively broad here. But again, Huntington Place, 43, you're next up. This is right on top of 117. And to do it far out track here because, there's a lot of folks who are further north and further east who are wondering, okay, how's this going to impact me? And, this will evolve. It's moving into an area that has had rain throughout the afternoon. So Dora, about, 4:40 or so. This will be coming into West Jefferson, about, 4:33, southern parts of Walker County. And if this holds together, up near, say, Warrior, about 5 o'clock. But again, this is an area that has had rain throughout the afternoon, and there might be some more stability here. Again, just speculating based off of watching the radar trends. It's been some good rain, some thunderstorms, all sub-severe, worth noting, in much of central Alabama. You look at the big picture here, there's the one polygon of note, but then there's all this rain that's been falling here, and that includes parts of the Birmingham metro, so we'll see how this cell evolves once it interacts with an air mass that's been a little bit tainted with some rain here. But
So let's go to WEXO 5 real quick. This is some video of the storm coming from Romulus, and again, they're kind of focusing in on that one particular spot. And that could be a rain-wrapped tornado. It's really hard to tell at this point. But again, that is a video from Romulus in western Tuscaloosa County as it came through there earlier today. Just wanted to show that. But it's going to be very hard to get the visuals on these tornadoes today. Now, let's see. We're watching Erin's shot, and she's on blue rim 8, right?
I believe so.
Right, 9, okay. And it's pixelated, but again, as soon as we get a clarity on that, we'll take it. Let's go back to the radar. We'll put that behind me. It's 3:55. We've got a tornado warning for northern Tuscaloosa County, and the purple polygon means that this is a confirmed tornado based on debris being lofted earlier. The structure not looking as impressive now as it did 15 minutes ago, which is good. But again, despite that, we encourage everybody to stay sheltered. This could recycle back up. It is moving into an air mass that has been somewhat rain-cooled from rain this morning. But still, let's look at our velocity display. And again, you're going to see the rotation pretty clearly right here, right on Highway 171. And again, it looks like it's trying to tighten back up. And it's about to cross Highway 43. And this is very close to Tuscaloosa County High School and Huntington Place Elementary School, Northport Elementary School. Very close to the schools here. So again, that's the location of this potential tornado, and it could be down right now. Let's look at the correlation coefficient real quick out of Birmingham, and let's see. We're not seeing debris being lofted at this point. It looked like we had an occlusion. The tornado could have dissipated, but it's trying to get back down on the ground. So again, back to our velocity display. And again, right here, the potential tornado crossing US 43. It'll be crossing Highway 69. And again, you see the body of water here. This is Lake Tuscaloosa. And so everybody over the northern half of Lake Tuscaloosa, you need to be sheltered as this comes on through. It's going to come through quickly. This is moving at 50, 55, maybe 60 miles an hour. And it'll be crossing out past Highway 69. And next up will be either northwestern Jefferson or southern Walker County as this continues to move here. Again, this is Jefferson, this is Walker right here. That's Interstate 22. And so again, just everybody around Birmingport, Pumpkin Center, Tutwiler here, the old Gorgas steam plant, just be aware that you might be under a tornado warning soon. And again, if you live in a mobile home in this area, the extreme northwest Jefferson County, West Jefferson is here, Good Springs is here, that's Highway 269. You might want to consider going to a shelter right now. That gives you a little extra time. There's no warning, and hopefully there won't be one, but that would be the right thing to do on a day like today with these atmospheric conditions we have on a high-risk day. And again, we're watching this potential tornado that's about to cross US 43 near Tuscaloosa County High School. It'll be crossing Highway 69 south of Wyndham Springs and will ultimately come up into southern Walker or extreme northwestern Jefferson counties up and through here near the river. So just be aware of that. We've got it coming into Walker County, southern Walker County, about 4:24. That's in about 25, 26 minutes from now. So let's take a little tighter view of this particular rotation, Evan. Again, we're here, and I know there are other storms, but this is the only tornado warning in the entire state at this point. And again, you can see that circulation is near, again, the Tuscaloosa County High School complex with Northport Elementary and Huntington Place Elementary, and that's going to keep on moving on to the north and east out toward Lake Tuscaloosa, and then ultimately crossing over. So, again, it's pretty remarkable to me that I've not seen much in the way of damage, but I got some more video coming in, and very interested to see what this looks like. This is going to be some video from Greene County as the storm was there. So let's roll the WEXO 5. And that could be a tornado there. This is in a good position. It's near baseball country up there in Gina up there in Greene County. But again, the trees just kind of get in the way. In fact, we have another video that's in the set right here. And he's looking up into the cloud bases. And again, this is the storm that is coming through Northport, the northern part of Northport right now. And again, it's going to be one of these days where it is so tough to see up and through there. So let's go back to the radar. Again, that was the storm coming through northeastern Greene County. And there's your tornadic circulation right here. And again, that will be it's crossing 43 right now. It's about to cross Highway 69. Wyndham Springs is right here. Those 2,000-foot towers we use for our transmission facilities, they're located right here just to the east of Highway 69, but the circulation, Evan, it's gotten tighter here in the last couple of volume scans.
Yep, and it went from very tight, that radar confirmed with that debris signature, back to very broad, lifted, it appears. From our crew in the field here, I've been talking to Aaron as well as Riley, and they have some pretty good pictures here of what looks like the tail end of this, perhaps a wall cloud. They're on 82. There's no damage yet. They just drove through Coker, haven't seen any. They're going to be keeping us updated, and we'll send in photos if need be. But you can see where this is tightened up here, and absolutely bears watching as we move forward, because when you see these greens and reds get closer together, that's a much better signature. This is right over 43. This is headed next up to State Route 69, and we'll continue on that general northeasterly track as we've talked about. And this has been one that, in some fortunate sense, we haven't had a ton of damage reports, that's a good thing as of now. This also has allowed us to look downstream and say, okay, where is this headed? And we have a pretty good idea that if it holds together, this is headed perhaps to southern Walker, to extreme West Jefferson. This will end up north of Birmingham, but somewhere in that range here of southern Walker County, which is right here. Then you've got Cullman County, and then northern Jefferson County, if it does indeed hold together. This has been the longest track one that we've seen to this point, but this again is coming right up towards Lake Tuscaloosa, the northern part of Lake Tuscaloosa. Looks like they may have passed a structure that is on fire. That's something else too. There's a ton of lightning with this. We don't issue warnings based off of lightning, right? But that could be a huge nuisance. Power outages, lightnings. You know, my house caught fire as a kid from a lightning strike in a non-severe storm. So that there's other things that can happen here with this, but the tornado threat is obviously number one, what we're watching. Let me tell you who's clear, because they've just shortened up this warning. And the pink there, where you're seeing that confirmed tornado, that's still there, but they've just shortened the polygon. So this part of Tuscaloosa County, you're good. So this would include essentially all of 82 once you head to the west of Tuscaloosa. And the concern is now, again, in this part here, as you head up towards 69 and you get into central and then northeast parts of Tuscaloosa County. But
let's take WEXO 5 real quick. This is some video coming from Huntington Place, which is basically right near that rotation that we've been watching here. And again, this is very close to Tuscaloosa County High School, Huntington Place Elementary School. And it's the same problem we have here in the Deep South. We've got trees, and the thing is probably rain wrapped. But again, this was taken not that long ago from Huntington Place, and that's what the sky looks like. But I've not seen any video out of all the videos we're seeing of the actual tornado itself. But it certainly could be there. But again, Evan, it's just it's rain wrapped. So let's go back to the radar very quickly. And here's the big picture. And again, you can see that we were just working one tornado warning in the entire state. Let's show the Tennessee Valley real quick. And again, up here in Huntsville, there is technically a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for northern Madison and parts of northern Jackson counties. But again, it just looks like a big rain mass up and through here. And that's a good thing. This large rain mass that will help to stabilize the atmosphere. The concern is farther south. But again, that one tornado warning polygon is right here. And so that's the reason we're focusing on that. I know it's for a lot of you, it's raining, there's thunder and lightning. But let's go in and take a closer look at this. And again, this is a potential tornadic thunderstorm that is located in the northern part of the city of Northport, up Highway 43, that's moving northeast. We'll pop the velocity display back on and we'll see what it looks like now. We've seen this, again, there's your circulation right here. There's no doubt. We could have a tornado down at this point, a little north of Huntington Place. You saw the video earlier from Huntington Place. And next up, it'll be crossing Highway 69. But we can give it all clear now from Highway 171 west. Highway 171 west, you're all clear. You're good. You stay sheltered if you're along US 43, Alabama 69, or points north and east, the northern part of Lake Tuscaloosa. You need to be sheltered for about the next 15 minutes or so. And again, that will be coming out into either northwest Jefferson or extreme southern Walker County here. From here. But again, the encouraging thing is the fact that we're looking at so many different sources and we're just not seeing any major reports of damage. And I'm getting some video here, it looks like from Tuscaloosa Fire, and they're saying Tuscaloosa storm as it touched down. So let me, I'll get that downloaded here. We'll rack it up on WEXO 5, and again, looking at this, it's just hard to see. Everything today, it is so hard to see. So let's go to WEXO 5, and this is the image that was shared. And again, it's just, if it's there, it's rain wrapped.
Yeah,
that's a good vantage point, but we just can't see much at this point. That's from Isaac Dixon with the fire department there. All right, so back to the radar. 4:05 Saturday afternoon, James Spann, Evan Chick-Vera. We have Riley Blackwell that's out in the field. And we are watching a potential tornadic storm that is coming across the northern part of Lake Tuscaloosa, up Highway 43, north of Tuscaloosa. That's about to cross Highway 69. And from there, it's going to be headed up into either southern Walker or northwestern Jefferson counties. And again, there's strong evidence of rotation. You can clearly see that. You can't miss that. Just for the fun of it, let's check the correlation coefficient, our debris TDS situation, and see if we have any lowering there. And really, we don't at this point. We had a pretty good TDS for a while, but that has gone away, which is a good thing. But again, if a tornado gets down, it takes a while for the debris to be lofted so we can see it on radar. So the polygon is still purple because at one point we did have the confirmed tornado. And again, we're almost in a position to clear 43. Not yet, but almost. We'll be here in about a minute or so. But that circulation is about to come out over Highway 69. Again, this is the northern part of Lake Tuscaloosa. And let's look at the one behind it real quick, Evan, the one that's near the state line, and that we've got these things coming at us fast and furious. And that one doesn't look quite as impressive.
Switch to Columbus. a little better look. It doesn't look any more impressive, but
Yeah, and that's a good thing. And again, we'll watch this. But again, there's a tornado warning that's adjacent to northern Sumter and Pickens County. Again, this is Pickens County. This is Sumter. And again, we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully that lead storm helped to kind of stabilize things. So let's go back into Tuscaloosa County. We've got the one tornado warning in effect here. And you can see this thing is really wrapped up. I mean, if nothing else, there's a lot of wind here. There's some screaming wind with this. But again, circulation center is now east of Highway 43. So we can give an all clear for US 43 and points west. So again, for US 43 west, all clear. Stay sheltered if you're east of US 43. And again, this is Highway 69 right here. And again, that's going to be coming out across Highway 69 near or south of Wyndham Springs. And from there, it's going to move up into either Southern Walker or Jefferson counties. But I'm telling you, this is coming through a densely populated part of the world here, and the fact that I've not seen a lot of damage is a very encouraging thing, Evan. That's good.
yeah, and something else that we've seen reports of, if we take Riley's cam, he's coming down US 43. There's been hail I've noticed on his the windshield there popping off. It looks like maybe pea to nickel-sized hail. It's very hard to tell while they're moving, but he's coming right down. He just drove through that hail core that is just to the north of the center circulation, just displaced to the northeast, and that is where you will typically have the majority of the hail. So that's Riley's shot. I'll show you now what I'm talking about, because he was coming down 43 here. So right in here where you get these pinks, and that was just over 43, but near Gorgas, and it is headed towards Wiley, eventually into potentially southern Fayette and southern Walker. That's your forward flank. And what happens is you get that rising air, you get those hailstones that will form, and that hail core gets displaced from the center. And that's another byproduct we'll have with these supercell type thunderstorms that are moving through here. And again, there's been really no mention of them warning that other storm that's just over the state line in Mississippi. But big picture here, again, if you're to the north, if you're in Blount, Cullman, Marion, Winston, Lamar, even northern Walker, northern Fayette, this rain has been a wonderful thing, because this is stabilizing the atmosphere, and this is going to take the edge off of what comes through later. This line back here in Mississippi, all right, I'm going to switch over just to the Columbus really quick, because we said that there's two threats. There's this afternoon threat, these discrete cells, and then this threat. Look at this. There are no warnings from Corinth down to Tupelo. One severe thunderstorm warning north of Starkville, and then all the way down to Kosciuszko and towards Yazoo City. There's nothing, because where this line is moving through, the air has been stabilized by that precursor rain that we're seeing here. On the negative side, these confirmed tornado polygons further to the south, these will be moving into eventually Sumter, and then it looks like Greene and potentially Tuscaloosa. But again, this warned storm in Tuscaloosa County, headed towards Wyndham Springs, is now moving into the first air mass it has today that has had rain out ahead of it. So far, it's moved into an environment all afternoon that has had no rain, no stabilizing aspect to it. Well, now it's moving a little bit closer to areas that have seen some showers, some thunderstorms. With that in mind, though, there's still a good signature right here. So this is on top of Highway 69. There's Wyndham Springs, and then you head off into extreme northeast rural Tuscaloosa County. But this continuing to race off towards the northeast at about 50 miles an hour, and we'll do a quick TOA, time of arrival, on that. And this is into southern Walker County, so I'll draw it to the Walker County line about 423. If it takes more of a southerly shift, if it steers south, this would be an extreme western Jefferson County by about 420, 425 or so. But moving quickly, again, I would circle this area right here as the locations to think about your plan of action now. Because if this holds together, this is going to impact southeast Walker County, northwest Jefferson County, and this will eventually shift into Tacoma and way down the line into Blount if it holds together. But these spots here, that's your heads up, right? The one thing about these longer track cells is it allows us to see where they're moving, where they're headed, and where they could be way downstream. So again, no warnings for that as of right now, but this is the cell we're going to continue to watch. And James, the last couple scans have looked a little less impressive here, at least less threatening from a radar standpoint. But as we know,
let's look out the window. We got some WEXO 5 videos here coming from neighborhoods. This is a very densely populated part of the Tuscaloosa Metro, the area around Huntington Place, up near Tuscaloosa County High School, and these are some videos taken from those particular neighborhoods. And again, we're seeing a lot of rain, and if there was a tornado involved here, it is most likely rain-wrapped, which means it's going to be really, really hard to see. In fact, in a situation like this, you might have to just listen to it. Again, this is a video. Looks like that might be a mounted camera, or not, actually it's not. Somebody's got a handheld phone there. And again, that's looking right up into the rear flank of that storm under the updraft, where there could be a wall cloud, possibly a tornado. But again, with the population density, we would know pretty quickly if we had a big tornado